for being here on this nice, cool morning, and we promise to be out of here by 11:30. Okay, so thank you again. As you think about, it wasn't too long ago, just down the way here, we were scooping some dirt out of the ground for the freestanding ER, and we've come a long way in just over a year and a half. And so it's excited to be here this day. Thank you for being here to share with us. Certainly, we're excited with Orlando Health, just the amount of great work, certainly the expanded services, and certainly that's our mission, is to be able to serve all these communities throughout all Central Florida. And certainly here today, particularly in Horizon West, it's exciting. As I was sharing with a couple of developers coming in here, every 2 weeks I have different landmarks and kind of guide myself down here. You have to be careful because there's another subdivision going in. And so we're excited about that, just the continued growth. You're going to do something a little different today. Typically, we like to do a groundbreaking. Obviously, as you can see behind us, we're here to celebrate the Horizon West Future Hospital. Unfortunately, the construction guys, certainly I look at Randy and Tim and others, are doing such a great job. We're already ready to pour the second floor, so probably the groundbreaking was probably not appropriate. So we're going to do something unique. Anybody's been involved with what we call a time capsule. So we get a time capsule right back here. I made sure to tell Desmond, don't make sure that thing was not 6'2" or taller, because I was afraid I may disappear. So I told my wife today, if I disappear, come back in this little dirt pile later in the day, and you might find me. But again, thank you for being here. I know we have a lot of elected officials here today, and a few that you're going to get to hear from certainly are a big part of this partnership and our great success with Orlando Health for many years. And so I'm going to try to go through here and recognize, again, some of you will hear from briefly, but let me start off with some of our government relations folks. And so first and foremost, Orange County Mayor Jerry Deming, thank you so much. Mayor Deming, thank you for your ongoing partnership. And I share a little remark. I was with Mayor Demings and Chief Rios last week as we were doing a celebration in our back part of the lot here, as we have a temporary fire station 44. But thank you for what you guys do and your partnership every day. So thank you, guys. Along with Mayor, we have some of the aides from Congresswoman Val Deming's office. And so thank you for being here today as well. I know we have one of our mayors here in the community, I believe, Ms. Kathy Stark, our mayor of Oakland. Ms. Kathy. Along with that, we have school board member and official Pam Gould. Along with that, we have a couple of our board members from Orlando Health Central. And really, I want to praise a couple of these individuals because they were really the visionaries back in 2000. When you think about the amount of orange groves and things that really resided here in Horizon West and West Orange, but truly because of their vision, buying that first 40 acres. We're sitting on 74 acres today, but of those 40 acres, Dr. John Kappelman and Randy June certainly were those visionaries, and we think about that. So thank you for what you've done and certainly allowing this to be a great success. Thank you, guys. Have a couple of our Health Central leaders here as well, so certainly can't do it without those guys. They truly are the ones that make it happen every day. So certainly we have Christina McGuirk as our Chief Nursing Officer. Rick Smith is our Chief Operating Officer. Dr. Velarde here right in the front, our Chief Quality Officer. And Michael Mueller, our CFO, was around here somewhere. He may be in there counting some money. There he is, Michael. Last few I want to recognize certainly is the Chamber of Commerce, the partnership we have with them. So I know Steve and all the team, thank you guys for what you do every day. I have one of my fellow president colleagues here in the back, Carrie Doritano, who is the president of Arnold Palmer Hospital. So Carrie, thank you for being here. Hopefully I didn't leave anybody out, but I want to save the best for last. The ones that really make it happen every day are those phenomenal team members with Orlando Health at Health Central. They truly are dedicated, committed, compassionate, but it's truly an honor to serve alongside with them every day. And certainly you guys make it special. So thank you for all the team members here, what you're doing here and all throughout Orlando Health. So thank you, guys. And this is the last one. Is truly, we are very blessed to have an incredible medical staff, the team leading all of our facilities every day. And I know we have our assistant director of the ER, certainly oversees both Horizon West and Health Central. But Dr. Whit Davis, thank you for what you do every day. The one partner we have, we talk about partnership, we talk about growth. One thing I read, growth is never by mere chances. It is the result of forces working together. And I think about those partnerships all throughout here, and I look around the room. It's because of those great partnerships and that dedication over the years is why Orlando Health is as successful as it is today. This is just another example of that. And so as I think about one of those great partners we have is the West Orange Healthcare District. And certainly we have many of the members here. Couldn't list them all here, let many in the front, but thank you for your dedication, support. Certainly our initial first phase, the freestanding ER, it's doing a great job here. We know that for people who can now have health care right here in their own backyard. So thank you for your dedication and all you've done. So as I said, we're sitting on 74 acres here. So it's exciting to see the potential growth and what we can do to expand. Currently, as the continues to develop and expand here, is Commissioner, County Commissioner Betsy Vanderlei has said last year alone in Orange County, 60% of the building permits actually occurred in Horizon West. 60%, roughly 28 houses per day. Those folks are going to need health care, right? Health care and education is very important. And we're glad to be able to serve those needs today and certainly into the future. So excited about that. So on the 74 acres, as you look behind us here, what you're going to be seeing here, 214,000 square feet, 6-story, 103-bed hospital. They're moving so quickly, as I said, getting ready to pour the second floor on the hospital. They're doing a great job. And 2 years from now, so early, right after the first year of 2021, we'll have a new operating, functional 103-bed hospital. I'm certainly excited about that and what that's going to mean to the community. And I can tell you the difference is I've attended many of the HOAs around here, and certainly one of the questions they've come up with is about health care. And so it's because of that feedback and some of those things, that research over those prior years really is saying, hey, how do we meet those health care needs? So appreciate their support and their voices. The hospital certainly will be a full acute care facility, covering everything from critical care to med surg and all throughout. A lot of the ambulatory platform that we're using today, X-ray, radiology, certainly it was all dovetailed in and baked into that plan, and so a lot of those things are functional today. What's nice today is in this first phase, not only the 24-bed freestanding ER, we also now have opened up all the medical office space upstairs. And we think that's critically important from primary care, cardiology, orthopedics, and so on, so you can actually see your providers right here in your own backyard. So we're excited about that. So I guess as we think through, just kind of where we've been, where we're going. Certainly it's great to have the leadership, as I said, the growth, but the great vision that we have here with our senior leaders. And so I know you're going to hear from CEO and President David Strong here in a few minutes as well, but certainly it's an exciting time to be a part of Orlando Health. And so we're really blessed to be here today, and thank you for coming out and joining us with that. So that note, I'm going to turn it over to the current chairman of the board of the West Orange Healthcare District. So Mark Griffith.
Thanks, Mark. Well, good morning, everyone. As he says, nice, cool morning for all. So this is a really exciting day for our community, and the healthcare district is really glad to be a part of that. As a fifth-generation resident of West Orange County, I'm really appreciate the history behind our community that we all call home. The concept of a time capsule is unique. My great-great-grandparents back in the 1800s had put together a time capsule. It would have something within it related to agriculture. Now, they did not do a time capsule, but they did create a legacy in the citrus industry. And without citrus, it's hard to say what this community would be like today. In 1949, the Florida legislature created the West Orange Healthcare District to help rural residents get basic medical services. They accomplished this by building hospitals and owning hospitals and other medical facilities. So the district provided these services for 63 years, until 2012 when we dramatically changed the structure and we evolved the way we achieve our mission. We became a local healthcare champion, and today drive and invest in programs and organizations that improve the health and well-being of our community. We chose Orlando Health as a strategic partner. Together, just 6 years later, we have literally changed the face of healthcare in West Orange County. This is something for everyone to be proud of. A time capsule allows us to look forward well into the future and imagine what our community will one day become. My fellow trustees and I are tasked with just that, looking forward. Understanding how West Orange County will grow, making sure we build the infrastructure to meet the healthcare needs of those people who will live here well into the future. So, Horizons West, growth is happening right before our eyes. New rooftops are going up daily. Families are moving in. Grocery stores are open. Schools are filling up. Real neighborhoods are being created. When those families have medical needs, they currently have this state-of-the-art ER facility, and soon we'll have the brand new inpatient hospital provided by Orlando Health. The West Orange Healthcare District is proud to be a part of making this a reality. So for the time capsule, we're submitting 2 items. One would be the 70-year pin marking the district's creation. A second is a race medal for Healthy West Orange. And for those that you don't know, Healthy West Orange is the health and wellness movement we founded with Orlando Health and the Observer Media Group a little over 3 years ago. So Healthy West Orange gives our community the tools and inspiration to live healthier, happier lives with the goal of making West Orange County the healthiest community in the nation. So, thank you guys for being here. I'd like to now welcome another great partner who's focused on creating healthy communities, Orange County Mayor Jerry Deming.
Good morning. It's indeed an honor and a privilege to be here and to share in this auspicious occasion with all of you. As a relatively new Orange County mayor, 5 months, I get to do some pretty cool things. And I think that it's cool to participate in a time capsule presentation. And so I have an item that I will be submitting to the time capsule. But when we think about why we're here today, in all of these great United States of America, one of the challenges that we have is ensuring that individuals have access to quality health care. And so this facility ensures that that occurs here in West Orange County. The other thing that it will ensure is that as it relates to saving lives, this 214,000 square foot facility will ensure that a full and acute healthcare services are provided here. You heard about the partnership that we have with Orlando Health with our temporary fire station here, Station 44, which is going to provide services here in this community. You may know that we look at the golden 3 minutes, if you will, in terms of saving lives. Our firefighters and EMS personnel have to get people to emergency care within a timely manner, and so that helps to save lives. And then the jobs that we want to create in this community. When we look at our healthcare industry, we have high-wage jobs that are associated with the industry, and so I believe there's some 750-plus employees that will be here as they open the doors here at this facility. I know the president and CEO will talk more about the collaboration that we have as a community. But when we talk about a time capsule, you know, I have an item that I'm going to present to the time capsule this morning. And it's a fairly unique coin because on December the 4th of last year, I was sworn in as the 5th elected mayor. Well, that happened the last 12 hours of the day, but the first 12 hours of the day, I was Orange County Sheriff. So in terms of little historical facts, I'm not sure that there will ever be an individual that will hold both titles in one day, both the sheriff and the mayor in one day. So this special coin, we're going to submit for inclusion into the time capsule itself. But I look forward to the many, many years of continued service here. As a county, we are growing significantly. We grow at a net of nearly 1,000 new people every week. So 52,000+ new people on an annual basis. Well, here in Horizons West, in the last 5 years, we have grown, we've doubled in size nearly from 14,000 residents that lived here prior to 5 years ago to now nearly 26,000 residents are living right here in this area. And so with that growth requires the responsibility of ensuring that we provide for adequate health care in this community. And so we look forward to the future and what that means for all of us. In 50 years, I'll be 110 years old, so I don't know if I'll be around when they uncover the time capsule, but I hope that I am, and, you know, because of health care, it will be that vehicle that will ensure that maybe I'll be around. So, David, I'm putting it in your hands. The next speaker is David Strong.
Thank you, Mayor, and appreciate that responsibility that you've laid on Orlando Health. Well, thank you, everybody, for taking the time to be here today. It's an exciting day, and it's always fun to see the continued development here at Horizons West. Very neat. I also want to make a couple introductions. First of all, John Kappelman. I know he's been recognized, but want to recognize John again, who is on the Orlando Health Board and is a member of the Executive Committee and now chairing the Finance Committee for Orlando Health. And so, John, thank you. Also, Phil Easterling is here. Phil is on the Orlando Health Foundation Board. So, Phil, thank you for your support. Jerry Sinney is here. Jerry is Corporate Vice President of Value Care. And then Joe Williams, who is the Vice President of Strategic Planning. And I'm not sure that Joe is responsible for white everywhere in love bug season, but we'll try to do a little better with that next time. Then also all the Orlando Health team members and physicians, if you guys would raise your hands. All right, so a lot of them. And Mark recognize them, but I want to brag on them, and I'm going to give two items that are from Health Central because this facility is managed by the Health Central team, and then two items that are from across Orlando Health. From Health Central, one of the brag items that I would share is in the last 2 years, they have reduced their ED throughput by 3.5 hours. I mean, that's amazing when you think about the speed to move through an emergency department. And that's not only about customer experience, that is directly related to quality. The other item, the second item for Health Central that I would brag about is their infection rates. They have not had an infection in their intensive care unit for over 2 years. You compare that to other hospitals across the country, that is unique. And so congratulations to the folks at Health Central. Two brag items also about the team members and physicians that raised their hand about Orlando Health in general. So Orlando Health's mortality rates are the best in the country, top 3%, all right? And that's all hospitals combined. And I don't know about you, but when I think about metrics in healthcare, mortality is a pretty important one, right? At least it is to me. And so to be in the top 3% is impressive. Our goal is the top 1% and actually have a plan how to move Orlando Health that direction. The final brag item about Orlando Health team members and physicians is really about Medicare. Medicare ranks hospitals. They give them stars. 6 of the 7 acute care hospitals for Orlando Health receive 4 stars. They are the only hospitals in Central Florida that have 4 stars. Orlando Health hospitals, the only hospitals. And so thanks to the work of this group and others, that's what makes that quality occur. So I appreciate that. When you think about the time capsule, at 50 years, it seems kind of long, far away, but it also seems, relatively short. But if you look at the data, and the mayor and others know this, if you fast forward 50 years, Central Florida is supposed to have 8 million people. And I heard the collective sigh there, right? There's 2.5 million people now. So 3 times the amount of population. So a lot of change that will occur in Orange County. One of the things that I pray and I hope that won't change are those clinical quality outcomes that I talked about. I hope that they remain at the top and that they even get better. This past weekend, I was reading a book, and it's called Boomtown, and it's about a city and how a city started and how the city developed over time and the ups and downs of the city. And one of the things that was quoted in the book was about a 50-year mistake that was made in this city. And I thought, you know what? I hope and pray, Lord, that we don't make 50-year mistakes. I believe what we're doing here is a foundation that 50 years from now, not only will folks enjoy opening a time capsule and looking at unique items, but they will be thankful for the foundation that has been laid and they get to build upon. And that is my hope and prayer. So let me also just tell you, you heard about some of the list of items that are going in the time capsule. And you heard what the mayor is going to place as well as what the West Orange Healthcare District is going to place. But here's a few other things. So the West Orange Chamber of Commerce is going to put a map of West Orange County and a copy of the Chamber's 2019 Discover magazine. The Rotary Club of Horizon West is going to have a framed photo of their founding members and a Rotary pin. Horizons West Happenings is going to have a copy of the 2019 Horizons West magazine and a Horizons West sticker and decal. Orange County Public Schools are going to put a site map and a description of the planned schools in Horizons West. There'll be artwork from Keens Crossing Elementary School, a T-shirt from Bridgewater Middle, and a banner from Windermere High. Boyd Development is going to put a site map of Hamlin. And then Orlando Health, we will place the most recent copy of the West Orange Times and Observer and today's Orlando Sentinel, a hospital gown. It'll be interesting to see how hospital gowns change if they're still open in the back in 50 years from now. A blood pressure cuff, IV line, a digital thermometer, an oxygen sensor, and a pair of tan no-slip socks. That'll be a fun one for folks to think about as well. A copy of the Orlando Health Inspiring a New Century, which is the book that Orlando Health developed celebrating its 100 years of service. A community benefit report, and then an Orlando City soccer jersey, Go City. And so those are the items that will be in this time capsule. Once again, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here today, and thank you for the decisions that you are making for the next decade as well as 5 decades. And if you would join me and others over by the palm tree, we're going to ceremonially dig a hole and put this time capsule in it. That will not be where it will be placed long term. It actually will be in the building with construction, but this is just to celebrate today. So thank you for that, and then Mark will wrap us up.